Now I'm joined this morning by Futurist Shara Evans. We have been talking about digital assistants. Yes, the kind of artificial intelligence that could help us throughout our daily lives. And Shara, there are some other examples of AI or digital assistants that could be used in the future.
Well, there's a couple of aspects to that. One thing that's coming into the market now are so-called robo-advisors, and they're not actually robots. They're software agents that are able to look at a whole range of factors about your financial position and help manage your funds for you. It's something that could help a lot of people stretch the dollars that they have to go a lot further and help them to keep up with news in the world. So if you can imagine that you've made a big investment, say, in the mining sector, and something has happened in the world that impacts the price of stock, you want to find out about that right away because you're heavily invested in that.
Yeah.
So that's one example. Another fascinating area with AI is emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of work being done there, especially with voice recognition. So we're getting programs that are very good at recognizing things like tone of voice and cadence of voice. And if it's a real robot and, it looks at your facial expressions and so on, it can figure out what kind of emotional state you might be in.
Yeah, right.
But wouldn't it be cool for it to actually respond back to you in a similar emotional state rather than a monotone?
Yeah.
And you can imagine in, let's say, a healthcare scenario, when someone's really distressed about something, having a robot that's expressing emotion rather than giving you, robot or AI type of feedback, it might help you through a situation.
Wake Up with Mandy, thanks to Prouds Jewellers. Still joined with me, it's Shara Evans. She's a futurist going around to laboratories around the world and discovering what technologies are headed our way. We're talking about artificial intelligence and how it could help us in our day-to-day lives. We've also talked about IBM Watson, which is something that IBM has been working on in regards to artificial intelligence. But how could this kind of digital assistant technology help us in the future, Shara? It could help us out with our day-to-day lives.
That's right, and it's an area that the folks at IBM are investigating with some of their partners as well. This whole concept of having a personal digital assistant or digital avatar, it's like having an executive assistant, but it's virtual instead of real. And an example that was shared with me was, imagine that you had a virtual assistant that could say to you, because it knows your calendar and where you've been, you've had a really busy week. Here's what I'm going to do to look after you. I'm going to order some food to be delivered tonight because I know that you don't have time in your schedule and you're just going to be too tired to cook tonight. And I don't think you've actually been eating very well this week. So we probably need to look after your nutrition levels and make sure we get you some fresh, healthy food. And I know you really like ginger and you hate celery, so I'm going to take that into account as well. And then your AI goes off and makes sure that you get a delivery when you arrive home based on your crazy week.
Oh, my goodness. All right. When they come to testing time, can you put my name down, Shara?
Me too.
That is amazing. I look forward to that sort of technology coming out, and I want to thank you again so much for your time.
Oh, it's great, Mandy. And if people are interested in more on what IBM is doing with Watson, I've just done an in-depth interview with the head of IBM Watson Asia Pac, and it's available on my website, marketclarity.com.au. Just go to the blog and you'll find an article on IBM Watson.
Thank you for your time.
It's great to be on your show, Mandy.